Hi yogis, I'm Hanna and this lazy guy here is Felix, and together we're Real Yoga. And today's practice is for a half split pose, or to help us move into Ardha Hanumanasana. And generally when we hear this word split, we think about long, lengthy hamstrings. So certainly that's what we'll be working on today. We're going to use some props. So first of all, grab yourself a yoga strap. It doesn't have to be fancy one like this. It can just be a belt or a scarf, something that you own that is long and has two ends. Perfect. And we're also going to need 2 blocks. So I myself just have 1 block. So I'm going to use a block and my reusable water bottle. You can use 2 reusable water bottles, or even 2 sort of thick, hefty books would work as well. So get creative, grab whatever you need. It's a home yoga practice, so all good. We don't need anything crazy fancy, nothing expensive. Grab your stretchy pants and I'll meet you on the mat. I've swapped team members. We've got Baloo here for the serious stuff. Felix is somewhere, I don't know, off sleeping. Grab your strap or your belt or whatever you chose to use, and let's come to lie flat down on the mat. Get yourself situated nice and comfy. Unravel whatever your prop is that you're using today. And then squeeze your right knee into your chest. Hook your strap or your belt or whatever around your foot, and then send your foot up into the sky. Beautiful. And then slide your hands all the way down your strap until you feel that your elbows are rested on the mat underneath you. If you're working with nothing today, no strap, no belt, no scarf, that's not a problem. All you need to do is interlace your hands behind your leg. So that's what we're doing if we're not using a prop. If you are using a prop though, try to relax your hands and your arms and your shoulders as much as possible. Beautiful. So the most important thing here is we want to really flex our toes towards our face and press our heel away from us. And your leg doesn't have to be super straight here. Your knee can be bent, and as long as you're flexing your foot, you're still going to feel that deep stretch in the belly of your hamstring muscle. So get yourself set up, feel into it for a couple of breaths, and then if you're feeling good and it's not too intense, you can choose to lengthen out through your bottom leg. Sorry, Billy. So your left leg's nice and long. Beautiful. And then we'll stay here for about 10 breaths. So you might like to close your eyes so you can really go internally, tuning in to your breath, tuning in to how your muscles are feeling today. So if you've been on your feet for quite a while today or this week, then your hamstring muscles are probably going to feel a little bit tighter than someone who's been sitting down for a bit longer. But again, this is different in everyone and it changes all the time. So just notice where you're at today and honor where you're at by not pushing yourself to super straighten your leg or try to get your foot to your face. There are no prizes for those sorts of things. So if you need to back off a little, bend your knee a little more, then go for it. All right, one more full breath in here. And exhale. Bend your knee. Maybe you can do the cheating version and bring your left foot into your strap with both knees bent, and then place your right foot down on the mat. Yeah, super cheating. And then extend your left leg up to the sky. Make sure that your arms and your shoulders are still super relaxed. And then begin to flex through your left foot. So toes towards your nose, and press your heel physically away from you, up to the sky. And again, that leg doesn't have to be super straight, and doesn't have to be near your face. Your knee can be bent, and flex your foot means that you're still going to feel this big stretch in your hamstring muscle. And again, if everything's feeling good and happy today, you can extend through your right leg. Keep the right foot just a little bit active as well, so both legs are switched on. If your leg is pulsing or shaking, then know that you're not alone. This is really common. There's nothing wrong with that happening. It's just your body's way of telling you that you're alive and kicking, quite literally. Try and control your breath. Again, you might like to close down your eyes here if that feels right for your body today. See if you can use your breath to deepen the stretch. So as you inhale, find space into your chest, more space in your leg. And as you exhale, maybe you draw your toes a little closer towards your face. Or maybe just thinking about doing that is enough. Nice. Let's take one more collective breath in and out. Nice. Bend your left knee, release your strap, and that can come out of the way now, wherever it wants to live. Beautiful. And then hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Nice. From here, take your hands to the insides of your legs and reach for the outside edges of your feet. If just doing that is too crazy, you can just reach for your ankles or your shins. But if you've got a hold of your feet, let's come here into a happy baby pose. So flexing your feet again, toes down towards the floor, heels up to the sky, and then drawing your elbows down towards your armpits. Did I say elbows? I meant knees. Knees are the elbows of your legs. Press your sacrum or your lower back down towards the mat. So sometimes when we're tight, we can really bunch up so that we can grab our feet and we feel like, yeah, we're doing the pose. But actually, we're not getting as many benefits as if we can find the whole of our spine down on the mat and then lift our legs up into the sky. Beautiful. Another full breath in here. Exhale, can you squeeze your knees down towards the earth a little bit more? Nice. And then slowly release. Take your hands behind your legs and start to roll up and down along your mat, because it's more fun this way. Keep finding some momentum here with your legs. And then maybe you can release your hands from behind your knees and start to lift your butt up as you come forward. Keep playing with that. Playing until you think maybe you can lift yourself, whoa, all the way up to standing. Nice. Okay. From here, give everything a little shake. Take your feet hip distance apart. Take a full breath in here. Reach your hands up to the sky. And then exhale to float your fingertips down. Bend your knees and come into Uttanasana, forward fold, with the knees bent here. All right, we're gonna play a little with shifting our weight. So feel like you wanna bring more weight into the big toes or more weight into the ball of your foot. And then by doing that, can you roll your sit bones higher up to the sky and melt your head further down towards the mat? Again, your knees can stay bent here so you feel that your belly and your thighs are nice and connected. Beautiful. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, draw your belly button in and see if you can sink your head a little bit deeper. Big stretch in the hamstring muscles here as well. Nice. On your next inhale, slide your fingertips all the way up your legs as you straighten your legs and come to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, big breath in, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and look up. And exhale, we'll go all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, reach it all the way back up. Look up. And exhale all the way back down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Nice. Try to bring again more weight into your toes as you fold forward, rolling your sit bones up to the sky. Nice. Take another full breath in. Find length in your spine. Shoulders away from your ears and your belly button drawing in towards your spine. Big breath. And exhale, belly draws in as you fold. Press into your fingertips here and step your right foot way, way back. Come down on your back knee. Nice. If you need padding or something underneath your knee, go for it. And then from here, we're going to roll ourselves up into a low lunge. Just bring your hands to your waist for this first one. Shoulders back, inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. So in our lunge, we don't want our knee to go beyond our toes. Actually, we don't want it beyond our ankle. So make sure that your front knee is directly stacked over your front ankle and that you can see your front big toe. On every inhale, find this lift up through your chest, and every exhale, sink a little deeper. You should start to feel a big stretch to the front of your right hip flexor. Nice. On your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, and exhale to tap your hands down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step straight back into a downward facing dog here. Beautiful. Again, from here, bend your knees, bring your belly to your thighs, and roll those sit bones all the way back up. Find this length in your spine. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, melt the heels of your feet down towards the earth. So you start to feel this stretch in the hamstrings here as well. Nice. Full deep breaths here in your downward facing dog. One more inhale breath. One more exhale. Lift your hips up high. And then on your next inhale, can you step your right foot forward in between your hands and drop your back knee down? So now we're on the other side. Stack your front knee over your front ankle and roll yourself up into your lunge. Hands on your waist. Inhale, shoulders back, lift your chest, and exhale to sink deeply through your hips. Beautiful. So we're doing Ardha Hanumanasana today, which is a half split. But to work into a full split, as much as you need hamstring flexibility for your front leg, which goes out in front of you, the stretch that you're experiencing now, this one in the front of your hip, is really important if you want to come into a full split. So with your back leg way out long behind you as well. So maybe that's in your future. Inhale, reach your arms up for your last breath, and exhale to tap your fingertips down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and this time we're going to step forward into Uttanasana. This time you can have your feet together or your feet hip distance apart, so you choose what feels better in your body today. Inhale again to find this halfway lift, this long spine, and exhale, fold. Again, try to bring more weight into your big toes so you can feel that sensation of rolling your sit bones up and melting your face and your head down towards the earth. Beautiful. Knees can stay really, really bent. If you've got long, straight legs, but your belly's way away from your thighs, and you can even play with doing this now, notice how it feels to have really straight legs, but your body is way, way far away from your legs. So it kind of doesn't feel like anything. Whereas if you bend your knees, bring your belly to your thighs, and then roll your sit bones up, you'll feel a big difference that your hamstring muscles are really switched on here. Nice. Another inhale, find your halfway lift, your long spine. Exhale to fold. And inhale, let's come all the way up. Reach up, hands together, and exhale, hands to your heart. Nice. We're in Tadasana. Press into your hands to reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Big breath in, and exhale again to melt it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press into your fingertips and step your right foot way, way back. This time, keep the back knee lifted. You can walk your feet hip distance apart for more balance. Bend deeply through your front knee, and on an inhale, reach your arms up and find your crescent lunge here. So that front knee is bent deeply, but we're not losing the control of our back leg. So really push back with your back heel and feel this switch on the front of your right thigh. Arms reach up by the ears. Inhale, and then exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Back leg stays really active. Front knee is directly over front ankle. And again, just make sure that you can see your front big toe. Nice, full breath in here. Exhale to tap your hands down and step it back, downward facing dog. Nice. We'll take a couple of breaths in downward facing dog, which is also a big stretch for our hamstrings. So feel the fronts of your thighs press against the backs of your thighs, creating loads of space in your hamstring muscles here. Nice, full breath in, long breath out. And then on your next inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, big step. You can help your foot there if it didn't make it. Walk your feet hip distance apart, get strong in your legs, and inhale, like the Mexican little mouse from Looney Tunes. Inhale, find your lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, sink deep. Front foot presses into the earth and back heel presses towards the back of your mat. Nice. Back leg is super, super active here. Take a deep, full breath in. Exhale your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath here. And exhale, we'll tap the hands down and step the back foot forward again. Come back into your fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to, so you release through your lower back. Shake out your head, a little yes, a little no. Inhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Find your big heart opening lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale again, we're going all the way back down. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press into your hands and step back again into your downward facing dog here. Beautiful. Press more into your hands. Feel the relationship between your hands and your hips. Lift up high on your big toes. Bend your knees, send your belly to your thighs so you find loads of length in your spine. And then from here, start to straighten out through your legs. Woo-sa. Heels don't have to come down to the mat. For some of us, that's going to happen easily, and for other people, that may not happen for a lot of years, and that's totally fine. Actually, right now, my heels are also not on the mat, but my hamstrings still feel like they're getting a big stretch. My spine still feels really long, and I'm still working plenty hard. Nice. Full breath in here. And exhale, come all the way down to your knees. Walk your hands back and come to sit in a kneeling position. We're only doing this for a second so we can set up our props. So grab your water bottles, blocks, big chunky books, whatever you've got, and send them to either side of your yoga mat. Nice. I don't know how well my camera's going to pick up my camouflaged bottle, but you'll get the idea. Okay, and then from here, walk your hands maybe slightly in front of your blocks. If they're way in the way, then send them to the outside edges of your mat. You'll still be able to reach them. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high, come back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, three-legged dog. And then exhale to step your foot in between your hands. Big step. Drop your back knee down. Great. So here's your moment to find your happy little helping prop friends. I love to use props in my practice because I feel like I can experience the pose in such a way where it feels more accessible for me, but I also sometimes feel like I'm working muscles much more differently and sometimes harder than I did if I'm just trying to like meet my crazy edge. Anyway, let's see how you feel about it. Inhale, lift your chest. And then on an exhale, send your hips back and your toes forward. If your hips go so far back that your butt is way away from your left knee, then walk your front foot forward so that your left butt cheek and left knee are in line. We use the props here to inhale and find this length through the chest. So feel like you want to open up your heart and squeeze your shoulder blades slightly together, like a little baby back bend here. And then this might be enough for you. Flex your toes towards your face, press your front heel away, and you'll feel all that work happening in your front leg. The props should be helping you as well. If you've still got space to move, you feel like, yeah, I can feel it, but it's not so intense, keep this length in the spine, and as you exhale with a long spine, hinging from your hips, start to melt forward. Of course, if you don't need the props and you can bring your hands down to the mat, then go for it. That's where your practice is today, but don't push it if that's not working for you. So we're either here, lifting up high with the spine, our hips are in line. So think about sending your right hip crease back as you send your left hip crease forward. Nice. Smile as you lift your chest, breathe. If your face is near your knee, same deal. Everyone's breathing, everyone's foot is super flexed. Big full breath in here. And then exhale to slowly roll your front foot forward, move your props to the side, press into your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and we'll step way back into our plank, what do you mean? Downward facing dog. Plank and a vinyasa is totally optional for you if you want to take that here. So if that's in your practice, you need a little more energy today, go for it. Otherwise, in your downward dog, probably your right hamstring feels really different to your left. So give it a little pedal, a little bit of movement that feels good. We'll all meet together in downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up high, three-legged dog, and exhale to step your foot all the way up in between your hands. Drop your back knee down, come to the top of your back foot. Nice. Let's grab our little prop friends again. Ooh. Bye, Baloo. Okay, front knees over front ankle. First of all, test where your hips and your leg are sort of going to be in space. So send your hips back and your toes forward. So for me, you can see I could probably afford to just shuffle my heel forward just a little bit so that when I come back, my right hip and my right knee are nice and stacked. Click, there goes my knee. All right, so come back into your low lunge, press into your props, inhale to lift your chest, and then exhale to send your hips directly back. Flex your toes towards your nose, and find all this length and this space in your chest. Beautiful. So again, we want to send our left hip crease back and our right hip crease forward. So our hips are nice and even, and we're not leaning way over to the left or too far over to the right. Nice. Keep inhaling, finding length through the front of your body and length through your spine. And if you're good here, you can exhale and start to lean forward, but keeping a long spine. Again, if you can reach the floor and you don't need the props, cool, go for it. But sometimes, like I said, like for me right now, I'm feeling so much action in my legs because I can really use the props to find loads and loads of space here in my chest and keep my spine really long. And for sure, my left leg is like, hello. One more breath in here, wherever you are. And then exhale to slowly roll your front foot forward, move your blocks over to the side, press into your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and we're back here in our downward facing dog. Pedal it out, take a movement if you need to. If it feels good for you to just find stillness, then do that. And then notice in your downward dog, if you feel like your heels can really come a little bit closer to the mat now. So now my heels are actually down on the mat because I've just created all this space in my legs. Woo, yoga for the win. Full breath in here. And exhale, send your knees all the way down. Move your feet to one side and come to sit on your butt. We'll finish in Ardha Hanumanasana legs. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Your heels don't have to go super close to you. Just find a space for them that's comfy. Grab a hold of your ankles, or you can interlace your fingers underneath your toes. That feels nice because my toes are kind of cold today. And then as you inhale and lift up through your chest, exhale and energetically press down through your legs. Nice. Close down the eyes here. Just finding a last final bit of relief through the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press your legs down towards the mat. And then inhale to shine your eyes open, and we'll move into a comfortable seat of your choice, however that looks for you. Sitting up nice and tall. Cool. Well, I hope your hamstrings feel nice and open. Mine certainly do. So yeah, maybe the full split Hanumanasana is somewhere in your future. That'd be awesome. Send me a photo. Otherwise, bring your hands together at your heart. Take a full breath in here. Close down your eyes and exhale, bow your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.